Hey everyone, it's D Diamond. So, whatever you want to call me, the name D is actually something I had from a long time ago. I had it in an internet username, and I think there was only one person from my past who used to call me it, but I've always liked it. So. All right, so in this walk and talk, I've had a lot of inspiration about self-talk, affirmations. I think in a previous talk I was talking about the mind and how, yes, it can be a useful tool, the intellect, but I would really look at it as about as useful as a small little thing that's sort of just like a tiny little thing in the great expanse of who you are, and that you use when you need to use it, and then just ignore it otherwise. It's honestly just it's more of a hindrance and an enemy more than it is a friend. So let's see, I'm just looking at my cell phone. Yeah, I'm walking in the dark right now, so it doesn't matter. And I got about 34 minutes here, so I got plenty of time to get this discussion in. All right, so let's see, the diamond keys to affirmations and the mind, or something like that, I might call this one. But so this is something I've been doing for years. Affirmations, just blocking. There's different sort of techniques you could say I've used. So let's see. As the main thing is I could start with, we're going to start with my Spotify playlist, deep dive meditation list, and fast, clear mind meditation list. And this is something I found out kind of recently, but open up the chakras first and then do pineal gland work. You're going to find those in my list under my Spotify. Just look for those names. Activate pineal gland now is one, and the other two I just mentioned. And then you'll see a bunch of other ones. I don't know how much I have up now, but it's a good amount. You're going to find, I listen to them all the time. I've created all of them. Songs kind of came to me. I didn't really think about it very much. So you talk about getting out of the mind. And I just, it's like I was, you could say my higher self was guiding me to just do it. And I didn't really think about it very much. So I just picked songs that felt right, got them in a certain order, whatever. And then there you go. So very, very useful, and absolutely a necessity to, you could say, unlock the doors within yourself. Because the inner creates the outer. And that's just a fact. So moving on. So the first affirmation that I found to be very powerful, just, do it how you want. I mean, there's different patterns you can use if you want, but you could do like one for a week. Just, have it going off like a broken record in your mind. Repeat it over and over and over and over and over again. Just nonstop. Like get up in the morning, meditate, and do what I've mentioned before in previous talks, like the Submerge program that you can get on Source Vibration site. I'm not being paid to recommend. That's what I recommend. And you can start with your alpha expanded awareness in the morning, for example. And you know what I do? Either that one, and then I'll follow with Beyond by Dr. Jeffrey something Thompson. I think he might have his middle initial, which I can't remember, but you usually find that on Spotify for free. Now, I recommend reading up on that one, because not everyone may necessarily use that. That is my favorite one. Beyond. It just gets you totally beyond your the duality traps of the mind, this side or that side. Because here's the thing, folks, is that both sides, both sides, just don't worry about this side or that side. Everything that has happened was destined to be that way. So, for example, going out protesting this side over that side. I know I'm going to get on a lot of people's defensiveness with these kind of things, because a lot of people are. I mean, so on one hand, it's good it's happened, but it's sort of a higher way from looking at it from the bigger picture, where you see that there really is good from both sides. Like, there is no really. See, it's just words we use within these constructs of the mind, of perception, and how words have sort of formed these imprints in the collective consciousness that we all sort of, I don't know, connect to, and then with our belief, with what those words mean, we just say it, and it's just so automatic that we basically are contributing to the collective with every little word we say, every little thought behind it, intention, frequency, vibration, and it's sort of like magic, if you will, and we're all doing magic, and a lot of us don't even realize it. Most of us don't. So another thing that came to me recently was the let's see, how do I put it? Within the collective consciousness, we all sort of have like an antenna, and so like a lot of our, I want to say maybe all or most of our thoughts, all of our thoughts to some degree, are not truly our own. We're simply reeling in the collective beliefs behind words and things and perceptions and images and like colors, numerology, geometry, etc. Like, it's all physics orientated and quantum entanglement. We're all quantumly entangled, and we're all connected. So it's like we're picking up based on our vibration and frequency, and karma and whatnot, and we're on the wavelength of these perceptions, and it's all based on our current frequency band that we're transmitting into the collective, and then through the natural laws of attraction, we are pulling in certain corresponding things and then the images, the beliefs, perceptions are associated with our programming from our youth and on. And wow, that's pretty cool to realize all that. So with that said, my memory is a little really kind of foggy today, and it's like I'll do something or say something and I kind of forget, but it's a really good thing at the same time. Hold on here. Let's see. Okay. So, don't, pay attention to what I'm saying, but also pay attention to the transmissions I'm sending out, the vibrations, frequencies, and what you're picking up from that too. It's like, words, of course, through technology, you can't be not in my presence, so it's going to be a lot stronger. It's like, don't hold on to the words too much. I've had a tendency in the past to get, overly stuck in my head and sort of cling to the intellect, and it's obviously served me well, but just like more pay attention to the energy, to the context of everything. It's much more important. All right, so with all that said, that's a good foundation to set. So the first affirmation: I am accepting, forgiving, and grateful. So again, I'm accepting, forgiving, and grateful. Now let's break this down. I am accepting. Okay, that means you're accepting of everything in the moment as whatever exactly happens. You're kind of telling yourself, see the context of, it's just like, so I can say I accept myself, but then there's a lot more to it than that. We have to dive underneath the cover of all that, get out into the deeper layers, beneath the surface of all that, and explore what it all means. So I accept myself means that. Now I'm going to say this first because I can talk about destiny versus free will. Something I've talked a little bit about before, but I guess I see it in a different way now. But basically the same as before, maybe a little more refined. And you'll see in my videos that I'm likely to update things and refine things as time goes on. And that's a good lesson to learn too, because don't worry about being so stagnant and stuck in making something so definite in the moment and concrete and rigid. Just flow like the water. So you just accept everything that happens, but within the context of that destiny versus free will. It's like you could say that you're destined to do certain things, but you have the free will, I would say, to stop them. But I would say you would also be really honestly kind of foolish to stop some of those things on purpose. It's like, say for example, you had a meeting to meet someone that you were karmically meant to meet, and then you just denied it because you had some ridiculous excuse, like you were too tired. Well, I'm not gonna go meet this. My intuition. In other words, let's say if I was that person and telling myself, I'm not gonna meet this person. I feel like it's super, super significant. I've had all these